There's no post-credits. Get over it. Okay. Alright, we're going to do something now. Because Alex and I were talking about this the other night. Rate the game. We are going to rate the game, but we're going to do something special with the rating of the game. Mm-hmm. We're going to do a re-rate.
Re-rate.
Re-rate. We're in a boat.
We should probably filter by the average score, highest to lowest.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do that. Just give me a sec.
Standard deviation.
I like how El Dorado had no standard deviation because everyone agrees.
Oh, it sucked.
It's a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, drop on the top. Dorado. Oh.
Good lord.
Good golly, Miss Molly.
Hoochie Marucci.
The fuck, Alex?
I gotta say, our 10s are pretty great.
Yeah, when we like a game, we all tend to like the game.
Alright, it's visible on stream. Alright.
So there's only 4 consensus 10s.
Yeah.
Secret of Monkey Island 2, Gabriel Knight, and Day of the Tentacle.
Yeah. The Last Express, Alex and I each gave it a 10, Jackie gave it a 9.8.
Why? But, I mean,
I can answer that question for you. It's because you were controlling part of it, and you didn't like walking.
Yeah, that fucking sucked.
You thought maybe she would change her mind. In fact, you've only reinforced her hatred.
Yeah. No, I changed nothing.
So yeah, 9.8. I changed nothing. Jackie's I changed nothing.
The worst part is
I regret nothing!
I will say, yeah, I don't. But I will say, I do love that game. If only it was not...
Considering how fast you walk in the game, I didn't find that a problem.
Yeah.
You literally can just click about 5 times and walk through an entire car.
I hated that.
I don't. See, I think you're wrong on that. That's why it's a 10 for me.
Okay.
I'm fine to keep it at 10.
Grim Fandango.
Why'd you give it a 9 now?
I don't recall exactly.
This may have happened off stream too.
This was definitely off stream. This was the
we played it off stream, but I mean, we probably graded this one off stream as well.
Definitely. Yep. I don't recall why I gave it a 9, but I think 9 is still good for me.
Why isn't it a 10?
I don't know. I'd have to replay it.
Okay.
To truly.
Well, we didn't play it on stream, so it wouldn't be the worst idea to play it.
It won't be us replaying it, but someone will.
Yeah, I mean, I liked what they did with the re-release of it, where you could toggle between the original.
Yeah, we won't do that.
And the modern graphics. No, I thought it was a good game. I don't know. Can't tell you why it's a 9, but like, here's the thing: Last Express, Secret of Monkey Island 2, Gabriel Knight, Day of the Tentacle, Knights of the Old Republic. I would put all of them above Grim Fandango, so 9 feels pretty good. Shadow of the Templars, I think I would probably drop to a 9 then, maybe. I don't know if I like it. Let me see.
Hold on, you give it a 9.5. But that's
9.5.
We're not there yet.
Give us a minute here.
We're KOTOR 2 right now.
I'm good on 9s. KOTOR 2. Hoops Never said 10.
I stick to where I was.
Jackie's going 8.5.
Yeah, why, Jackie?
I remember not enjoying that as much as you guys did.
Yeah, but you never really gave a reason. It was just 8.5.
Pretty sure I gave a reason.
No.
I recall not enjoying like the gameplay and the fact that we had to keep going back and forth and like.
You don't go back and forth that much in KOTOR 2. You do more in 1.
Maybe, but I remember not enjoying it nearly as much.
Fair.
All right, Riven. You each gave it a 9. I gave it a 10. That's a 10 for me.
I think I'm willing to give Riven a 9.5. I think it's better than Grim Fandango.
Really? I mean, I do, but like, there's the thing. It's very fine points.
Yeah.
That's why I'm kind of just using 10 for like it. To me, the
10's
game can't be improved.
Right.
That's
It may not be my favorite game, but you know, within those, they're all winners.
That's why I give Last Express a 9.8. There can be improvement.
I didn't think so.
were handling most of it.
Curse and Monkey Island. Which one's Curse?
Jackie, you changing Riven? Hold on.
No, I'm gonna keep it where it is.
Fine. Curse of Monkey Island is the third one. That's the one with the cartoony style. It's the first one with voices. No, that's Escape.
I was gonna say, I know
it's
that's
the 2D cartoony one, like El Pollo Diablo.
Yes.
You guys never really explained the 9. This one I recall this discussion. I said no. To me, Curse. I actually prefer, if I really had to give down, I'd take Curse over Secret. That's how much I love Curse.
Yeah, I think I would probably do Curse over Secret too, to be real. But I think that maybe means that Secret's a 9.5 for me.
Really? You're gonna take it out? To me, it's a perfect game though. I would never drop it from a 10.
Here's the thing too. I don't feel comfortable changing my ratings when I don't remember enough of each game to warrant. Like if it's so fucking bad, like Phantasmagoria, if it's so fucking bad that I remember how fucking bad it was.
Well, then how about let's filter for Jackie. Let's just do Jackie's.
Why?
First. Because this allows you to kind of do it in your own comparison.
Jackie's 10. Day of the Tentacle, Game of Mind, Grim Fandango, Full Throttle. Sam Max Season 1, Episode 6.
It was really good, yeah.
Which is Bright Side of the Moon.
Yes.
Even though Alex gave it... Hidden Heaven, I gave it an 8.
I don't care.
I know.
King's Quest 6.
Yeah.
Last Express is a 9.8. Mist is a 9.5. What was Season 2, Episode 5 of Sam Max?
That's the last one of Season 2. So it's, What's New, Beelzebub?
I liked that too.
Just all of Season 1?
Yeah, Season 1 overall was 9.5 for Jackie.
Okay.
I think I gave mine an 8. I think it's a little generous, because I think that the first episode is okay, and 2 and 3 suck. And it's really 4 or 5 that hold the entire season together for me, and 6 is okay again. I mean, we'll get to my scores later too, but that's definitely the way I feel about those.
Jackie, King's Quest 1, you're still on a... With all the other King's Quests under our belt now, you're still on a 9.5 for King's Quest 1?
I could live with that too.
Yeah, I think that's smart.
You know what? You're right. We should stick with Jackie just doing these first, and then we'll do us.
What is that supposed to be?
Because I think it's easier to do...
Because we started with you, and I think it makes more sense to do it by person.
Yes, it's smarter to do individually.
It's not because it's you, Jackie,
Okay.
but Alex said you first, and that's what happened.
Okay.
Yeah. Riven, you're sticking with the 9, you said.
Yeah.
Curse Monkey Island, sticking with the 9.
Yeah.
Sarah Max, Season 2, Episode 4, which is my favorite of that season, which is the time travel one with the THEM and
like
the
that
sombrero.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did like that one. I'm still gonna stick with a 9 for that.
I mean, we were 9s across the board.
25th anniversary and Judgment Rights.
I think they were. I'm gonna stick with both of my ratings on both of those. I really liked those games. I thought they were awesome.
I might even go
Gameplay,
up.
story arc, everything. I enjoyed it.
I don't know.
It's tough. I really did like both those games a lot.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm almost tempted to put 25th anniversary. The thing is, if I give 25th anniversary a 10, then I gotta give Judgment Rights, because in my opinion, they were basically...
Jackie, you're allowed to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing.
You're right, they could both be 10s.
Yeah, I put them both at 10s, because they were both really good.
Do you like them more than The Last Express and Mist?
This is why this is very difficult, because...
That's the problems. Alright, so go ahead and make Last Express a 10. Fine.
We got a full 10.
Alright, The Dig.
I'm gonna stick that at a 9, but I do love that game.
Yeah, I also think that The Dig can be improved. Anyway.
Strong Bad.
Strong Bad's a cool game for attractive people. Episode 1, Homestar Ruiner.
9, for sure.
Give it an 8. I didn't like... I mean... I'll just stick with you. Because I'll be talking about these games forever. King's Quest 2, you give it a 9.
Behind the throne. 9 is fine.
9 is fine, but... Liquor is quicker.
You like that better than King's Quest 1 now? You gave this a 9, you gave King's Quest 1 an 8.5 now. Because I feel like a lot of this is going to be better to be talked about relative.
Yeah.
Because it's very hard to just say, oh, I'm giving this game an 8. And it's like, well, what's an 8 mean?
I do remember enjoying King's Quest 2 more than 1 anyway.
Alright, that's fine. I'm just...
But I'm also basing it on, like, playing it with you guys. And
no, I mean,
You don't need to do.
I don't need to, but I want to. So
that's fine,
Jackie. I also did the same. You'll notice my King's Quest 1 is an 8, and then my King's Quest 2 is an 8.5. I thought it was better. You know.
That's fine, but what I mean is like I'm
I
also
gave
putting
both
in
7s,
especially for the games that I've already played. I already know like I wanted to do how we did with it as well. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that stays as fine. Episode 1, season 1, still a 9.
That's situation comedy. No. Situation comedy is episode 2. The first one's the soda poppers one, and Culture Shock is the name of the episode.
Yeah, I liked that one.
All right.
Season 3, for all of the soda poppers.
Fuck. It's the.
I'll look it up.
It's the one where
TV studio?
No, it's season 3. So this is the one with all the roving Sam Yulacra.
Oh, right. The, like, crazy Sams.
Yeah. Night of the Raving. No, not Night of the Ring. That's season 2. It's something like that. Something with dead.
I got the episode. That's episode 3 you're talking about?
Episode 4.
Season 3.
Season 3, episode 4. Devil's Playhouse. The season title.
Or Beyond the Alley of the Dolls.
Beyond the Alley of the Dolls, yeah. I was right, I just remember the title. You get a 9.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that.
Alright. You gave Strong Bass Cool Game for Attractive People as a whole an 8.7.
I'm keeping that.
Okay. You gave Coach 2 an 8.5, talked about it. Buried in Time, you gave an 8.5.
I don't remember enough about how I felt about that game and how I...
You really enjoyed it because of the way, the history crawling that we did. There's not a lot of backtracking in Buried in Time. You do a little bit once you learn new things or get new items.
That was it. That wasn't the one with the fucking dude in the... Is that the one that had fucking Puck?
No, that's Rama.
That's Rama. Was that Rama?
That's definitely Rama.
Okay.
You're thinking of the AI that you pick up.
I am. The AI
You pick up Arthur.
Yes. Okay. Stays where it is.
Okay. Sam Max Hit the Road. 8.5.
Can we bump my Journeyman Project 2 up to a 9.5?
Why did I put that at 8.5?
Yeah, sure.
Why did I put that one at 8?
I don't know. We played this before stream. I mean, I give it a 9.5. This could easily be a 10 for me. I love this game.
It's real close.
Yeah. I think probably it's the ending that I took half a point off, because I think it falls apart a little bit at the end with the inn.
Why I gave it such a low rating, because I really liked all of the Sam and Max stuff.
Well, then bump it up.
I don't remember enough of it to determine whether or not that should change, so I'm going to keep that as is, just because I don't remember.
It's the one with the Bigfoot. Bruno is the Bigfoot who ran away with Trixie, the long-necked circus freak. They're all circus freaks in the game.
Oh, yeah, that stays where it is.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I love it. Alright. Sam Max Season 1, Episode 4. Abe Lincoln Must Die.
A really good one.
Yeah, it's by far my favorite Sam Max
9.
Telltale episode.
Bump me up to a 9 on that one. I liked that one a lot.
Sam Max Season 2 as a whole, you gave an 8.5. So did I. Alex gave it a 9.
Yep, I think it's fine.
Second with it?
Yeah.
Sam Max Season 3, Episode 1, which is...
The penal zone.
It is the penal zone, thank you.
Yeah.
It's my favorite of the episodes, primarily because it's the only one where you actually get to use the goddamn powers that they give you.
You get so many powers.
You get so many powers, and the entire concept of the season is thrown out after the first episode, which is my problem with Season 3 overall. But anyway.
I'm going to keep it as is. I really liked that one.
I give it the same score as you.
The penal zone.
Yes. Alright, Sam Max, Strong Bass Cool Game for Attractive People, Episode 4, Dangerous 3, The Criminal Productive.
Yeah, that's dang.
We also gave it an 8.5. I think it's my favorite of the season. I probably could also be convinced to put Battle of the Bands up there, or the final one with the video games.
I'm right.
No, I think that one's better.
But I think this is my favorite. Mystery Exile, 8.5.
Yeah, I can stay.
I gave it an 8. Alex gave it an 8. Yeah. We're on the same, but I mean, it's all about the same. Strong Bass Cool Game for Attractive People, Episode 5, 8-Bit is Enough. Which is the last episode, the one with the video games.
Yeah, I liked that one a lot. 8.5.
8.5, okay. Broken Sword, The Shadow of the Templars. Alex and I each gave it a 9.5.
I remember that one. You can bump that up to a 9.
Okay. I think
that game rocks.
I think if Jackie, your main issue with it at the time was that George can be.
Sorry.
It's okay. We just have to do this now.
George can be a total.
George can be a dick.
Yeah.
But that's the character.
And I mean, yeah, it took a little bit for me to get used to what a fucking misogynistic prick he is.
I think he's just an asshole, less misogynistic.
That's
and more
fair.
asshole.
I will say.
Labano's misogynistic.
That's fair, and I will say whoever wrote that game is fairly misogynistic, but
Charles Cecil,
self-hating women and whatever. But fine.
It was the 90s.
9 is good.
The Beast Within, the Gabriel Knight mystery. Gabriel Knight 2.
So
I'm
I
not
think.
gonna lie, I almost want to bump that down.
So I think that Jackie, specifically you, struggle a lot with the FMV in this game. If the acting were better, you would have ranked this higher.
Can you actually lower it to a 7.5? Because after we replayed it with people,
we're still in the process of replaying it.
I know, well, we're almost there, but like after replaying it with people, I'm gonna say, I stand by my dislike of that game.
It's still 7.5. You mean you like it in some way?
I mean, yeah, it could be worse. I'll give you that.
I think I speak for all of us when I say this game should have been made in style of the first.
Yeah.
And it'd probably be a 10.
Absolutely. I agree with you.
If this was made with the same cast and in the style of the first Gabriel Knight game, it'd be 10 out of 10 for all of us.
Agreed.
Maybe get rid of the cuckoo clock puzzle.
I think I take it to a 9.
I'm actually going to agree with you. I think drop it down to the 9.
Yeah. I think that the cuckoo clock puzzle's bad, the whole flower thing bad.
We haven't gotten to that with Katie yet, but
right,
yes.
But the flower thing is bad. I don't like the chopping together things with the tape recorder.
I know, I like that puzzle. I think it's a little clunky.
I like the concept,
but yes,
of it, but I think the execution falls apart.
I think that statement applies to the entire game.
Yes. So I think this is not. I'm looking at the other 9.5s. It's not as good as Journeyman Project 2, right?
No,
it's not as good as Riven.
Oh no, it's not even. Yeah, I mean,
I
gave both of those a 10, but yes, I agree. I'm fine with giving it more distance anyway.
It's not as good as Broken Sword.
Oh no.
So yeah, I think giving it a little bit of space below those is good.
I might even drop an 8.5.
Yeah, I was considering 8.5. I really do love the game, but
it's fun in a campy sort of way, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm comfortable going to 8.5.
Oh, I should switch this to just chatting. No one actually thinks we're playing Miss 4 anymore.
I like how you tried to argue that opening the window, it would be hotter outside than it is. That is not true.
Hot.
And it's hot in here too.
Alright, Samax Season 1, Episode 5.
Reality
2.0.
Put me to 8.5 on Gabriel Knight.
I'm not going to adjust mine yet, but I might.
Make it 8.5, not 8.5.
I was being British. No, it's not even the British to do that, it's the French.
Anyway.
Yeah,
so Reality 2.0. I'm going to stick where I was, because I just read the synopsis of that again, and it was the internet one.
Yeah, to me it's my second favorite of all the episodes.
I'm going to stick with where I was.
I think it's only slightly below Abe Lincoln Must Die. I think Abe Lincoln Must Die is funnier.
Yes.
But Reality 2.0 is a little bit more clever.
Reality 2.0 is most clever of them.
I will agree with that. You can bump it up to 8.5, but I legitimately did enjoy Abe Lincoln Must Die slightly more.
That's the thing. To me, Abe Lincoln Must Die set the template, and I don't ever think they quite match that again.
Yeah.
They found their ground in Abe Lincoln Must Die. The comedy in Abe Lincoln Must Die is their peak.
Right.
Yeah.
It is. Every line is gold in that game.
Yes.
And I think in Reality 2.0, it doesn't quite hit the same funny notes, but I think the puzzles are a little bit more creative.
Yes, but I do think, like...
That's why it's a 9 for me.
The colors start to run a bit. Once they get past that point.
Alright, Legacy of Time.
I'm gonna stick with where I am for that one.
8.
I remember that one.
No, you know what? This is exactly where it is, Alex. This is where I'm making my Gabriel Knight 2 an 8.5, because it's not as good as Legacy of Time.
Exactly.
Even though you gave Legacy of Time an 8.
I gave Legacy of Time an 8, and I think that I like it about the same.
Would you like me to bump it up to 8.5 then?
No.
Would you like to bump Gabriel Knight 2 down to 8?
No, I think the camp that's in the Beast Within bumps it to the 8 point.
Okay.
You like the campiness? Alright, fine.
Yeah, I do.
All right. Cinemax Season 3, Episode 2. This is the one with the reels and looking back. You know, the whole thing's basically in the past. The magic film
they
reels.
They stole Max's brain.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah. I'm gonna stick with where I am.
You too, Alex?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm, yeah. Season 2, Episode 1, Ice Station Santa.
7.5. That one can go down.
Really?
It was okay, but I recall parts of that. It's just like it wasn't quite as.
I think, to me, other than the time travel one, I think it's a good intro into Season 2. Mm-hmm. That's why I gave it an 8. I mean, we're all in about the same boat anyway. My thought is that it's better than the two that follow it, which are the worst one of the season, which is the one with the Easter Island that I can't think of the name of right now. Moai Better Blues.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Night of the Raving Dead's the third one with...
Night of the Raving Dead's not great.
No. Cinemax Season 3 as a whole, Jackie, you give it an 8.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with
The Neverhood, you gave it an 8.
Yeah, I like The Neverhood. I'm gonna stick with 8.
I think the presentation in The Neverhood really carries it a long way.
It's not
Correct.
like the strongest like story or whatever, but I did enjoy. I love the claymation aspect of it. I liked the gameplay. I liked the puzzle solving.
Music's great.
Music's phenomenal.
It may be a bump up for me to like 7.5.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I'm leaving it for now.
Yep.
Just saying, it's possible. It's like trending up.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like that's the thing. 7. King's Quest 2. Did you have the same experience with King's Quest 2 as you did with the Neverhood?
Don't worry, we're gonna get to mine, and I'm going to be adjusting my scores, Alex. I'm just not doing it yet.
Yeah.
Cinemax Season 3, Episode 5, which is the last one of the Devil's Playhouse. I fucking hate it. A 6.5 is generous for me.
What is
This is
the?
It's the one where you're inside Max for most of it. Giant Max roaming around the city as a Cthulhu monster.
It's not great.
Yeah, I'm gonna bump that down to a 7.5.
Indiana Jones and the Last
Indiana Jones and the
Crusade.
Last Crusade. Jackie gave it an 8. Oh man, this is I think this is exactly what I was complaining about. I like this game much more than King's Quest 1 and 2, and I gave this a worse score than King's Quest 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I think because we did this earlier on, at least for me.
Right. I thought that there was going to be less of a breadth of difference.
Right.
in
And
score.
I'm going to be reevaluating
I'm
mine.
definitely down to bump this up.
And it's going to be bumped up for me, but in the meantime, Jackie, you have an 8. Keep it as an 8.
I really
All right.
enjoyed it.
King's Quest 4, you also gave it an 8.
That one you can drop down to a 7.
You lowered
I'm
our
pretty comfortable with a 5.
Fine.
Knights of the Republic. You gave it a 7.5.
KOTOR 1.
First one.
You know what? I feel bad because it's like as good as those games are, and I know you guys really enjoy them, and I know that it's. But I just
Didn't get into them.
I didn't get into them.
I think if you were controlling it, it might have been different.
But here's the thing, because I feel that way about a lot of the games we play, where it's like if I'm controlling them, and I think we've talked about this before, Al. If I'm controlling them, I'm probably going to have a better time.
Right, you get invested. It's
get
harder.
more
It's harder
invested.
for you. You kind of can check out, especially for long games like KOTOR.
My ADHD really.
KOTOR 2 is the longest we spent on a game, followed by KOTOR 1,
Other than
followed by Myst 4.
But I will say.
Which is nuts.
Yeah. But I will say, I mean, I did enjoy, like, I loved, like, the Star Wars aspect of it. Like, I really liked going back into, like, that whole world-building thing. I enjoyed, like, a few parts of it. I recall not liking the story aspect quite as much.
No, I think you like the story.
Did I like the story? Because
Yeah, you
I
said you
don't
liked the
recall. Here's the
story.
thing. I don't remember enough of the story for it to have been lasting.
The story is the one that you were effectively... You're Revan the entire time.
Yeah, no, I
you were
know that.
brainwashed.
Yeah, no, I remember that part. It was more
what
like...
you forget is everything that happens around that.
Right, that's what
You're
I mean.
like,
Like,
you're going to find MacGuffin, and you're on planet for why, and
Because you know that they're there. You found the map.
right.
It's basic.
I understand. I remember it, but
It's
I understand
enough-
what
it's-
Jackie's saying.
It's forgettable enough for me that I'm like, okay, I'm gonna leave it where it is, because if I remembered more of the story aspect besides what I already remember, I'd probably be like, okay, so this was actually better than I thought. But I don't remember enough of.
I think if you rewatched it, I think you would enjoy it more.
I mean, I probably feel that way with most of these.
No, I think some ways you'd go the opposite.
It's probably fair too. But I'm like, I just can't get into, like, if I really tried hard to get into the KOTOR games, and I just could not get in.
Okay. Strong Baddie of the Free.
Episode 2, I really like this one. It's the one with the board game at the end and the whole thing of diplomacy.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it as it is. Okay. I wasn't a huge fan of that one as much.
Pegasus Prime, which is the remake of the first Journeyman Project game.
You can put that up to an 8. I actually did like that.
Alright. I can't say anything.
What, I shouldn't?
No, I said...
Oh.
Yeah, your involvement in that game.
I know. My score is tough. Episode 3, Baddest of the Bands. The one with the Battle of the Bands contest. That's it.
I don't think I liked that one. Did I like that one? I don't think I liked that one.
You didn't.
Yeah, you can bump that down to like a 5. I didn't like that one very much.
Max Season 2, Episode 3, Night of the Raving Dead.
Yeah, that can stay as it is.
I might go to 7.5 on that.
Would you like me to change it?
Yeah.
Max Season 3, Episode 3. This is the one in the museum? Yes. This is the one in the museum where you think back in time, or the you reawaken Samun Mak.
Yes.
I'm fine with an 8.
I'm fine with my 7.5.
I'm gonna keep my 7.5.
I have no mouth and I must scream.
I wanted to like that so badly. And that's one of the games that I actually remember.
The presentation is good.
Oh, the setup, the whole beginning part of it, it just falls so flat by the end.
The ending is so
The ending is awful.
I think, for me, honestly, I'd say probably about a half a point off for some of the puzzles, and then the remaining 2.5 were the ending.
Yeah, I agree.
The ending sinks that game hard.
It does not.
It's like
it does
it's not
not
even
stick
like
the
a.
landing.
It's not. Yeah, it's not even like a. Oh, well, that ending kind of sucked. It's like no, that ending like ruined everything.
Yeah, it actively.
It actively detracted from the rest of the game, which was really enjoyable. I'm gonna keep that as is.
Ripley's Believe It or Not, The Riddle of Master Lu.
I'm gonna keep that too. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, you know what? I really like that.
I mean, there were parts of it I really didn't like, but I did overall have fun with it.
Is that an 8?
You tell me, Al. Is that an 8?
Fingers on the button.
Yeah, make it an 8.
8?
It's an 8.
Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis.
I'm keeping it where it is. I really didn't like that one.
Yeah, that's the one. That
game rules.
If there's any game on this entire list that I think by replaying it you would improve, it's this one.
Maybe, but I just.
And I don't like
If you want to replay it, we can replay it.
We're going to.
And I'll be in charge of it, I guess. But I'm just saying, like
Joe's gonna be in charge.
Oh, that's right. Joe's gonna be in charge of it. But I recall. I really didn't. I wasn't into this one.
Yeah, that's the one I think that this is. I recall at the time
you were
in
angry.
shock.
You were
angry. No. Not anger. Just shock. Because this is, to me, this one blows Last Crusade out of the water.
You know what it is? I guess for nostalgia.
That's
Last
exactly
Crusade,
why you went
yeah,
to Last
but
Crusade higher.
I just, I really did not like this one. And I don't
this is
know.
the same argument we had after we played Last Crusade, because you used the nostalgia card, and I said, Jackie, I've literally been playing the Last Crusade game since I was 3.
Oh, I know. No, I got that part. Like,
And I gave it a 6.5.
I just did not enjoy this one as much, and I don't, yeah.
Police Quest 2, The Vengeance.
God. No, my answer stays the same for that.
That game was fun. I think it's still.
I'm gonna leave it at a 7. Police Quest 2 was not as much fun as Police Quest 1.
I think they're about the same. I don't know exactly what I gave for my score, but we'll find out soon. Siberia, you gave it a 7.
7.5.
Yeah, I think that gets a bump up for you.
Yeah.
Tales from Monkey Island overall. We did not rate each individual episode because we weren't doing it at the time. We didn't think to do it at the time, but I'm not going to make you do it.
You can change mine to an 8.
Alright. Police Quest 1. You also gave it a 7.
That one you could bump to a 7.5 because that one wasn't terrible.
I went the opposite of you. I actually went up for Police Quest 2. I preferred 2 more, as did Alex.
Very slightly. 0.2
Very
more.
slightly, yeah.
0.2 more.
Escape from Monkey Island, you gave a 7, which I think 3 of those points are from Monkey Combat.
I fucking hated Monkey Combat. It would have been a 10 if not for fucking Monkey Combat.
I wouldn't put it a 10.
I'm joking.
I think there's other flaws with the game, but...
Monkey Combat can go fuck itself and suck its own dick. I hate it.
Oh, it can fuck itself and suck its own dick.
To me...
May you never find another sexual partner.
You know, I'll wait for me to come back around to Escape.
Could you add that as a Jackie quote for me?
Which one?
Monkey Combat can fuck itself and suck its own dick.
Thank you. Oh, fuck you, Twitch. Hold on. Add Monkey Combat can
fuck itself and suck its own dick. Perfect.
All I can think is, in all the Korean dramas, may you never find another sexual partner besides your right hand. Broken Age. You know what? Bump me up to 7.5.
Join me.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Rama.
Drop me down to a 6.
Really?
Yes. I every time I think of Rama, I legitimately get angry just sitting here thinking about it.
You don't like it when Arthur C. Shark comes in when you get killed by a
fuck-
robot
Is it
spider?
Arthur C. Shark?
I like the delay on that. Don't you dare... Oh, wait, you said Arthur C. Shark.
Oh, that was good, thank you.
Legend of Kyrandia.
What happened in that one?
That was the one where you start out inside the tree.
And then you got all those gems that are lying around the ground, and you gotta put the puzzles together. The jester killed your parents. You were living with your grandfather, and then Malcolm turned your grandfather to stone.
Turn that down to a 6.5.
Yes. Yes. Join me in disliking Legend of Kyrandia.
Why
are the stones scattered randomly everywhere?
Oh, I mean...
Makes no fucking sense.
Oh, it'd be much higher for me. Like almost 3 points are the way that the stones work.
Yeah. Broken Sword 2, the smoking mirror.
That can stay as it is. I remember that one.
Sam Max Season 2, Episode 2, Moai Better Blue.
Yeah, stays where it is.
6.5.
Broken Sword, The Sleeping Dragon.
That can stay where it is for now.
Kelly, you gave it a higher score than either of us.
I know. Fine.
That's a shock. I didn't remember
That's
that.
fine.
Loom!
I gave it a higher score than both of you.
Well, no shit.
That stays where it is. I liked it.
I think I can go to a 4.5 on it.
I'm not surprised.
Because I liked Broken Sword, the Sleeping Dragon more.
I've noticed that, I mean, like, I don't think that I made very much below a 6 for the most part, right? Because we're almost at the end.
6, Freddy Fish in the Case of the Haunted Schoolhouse. Mike played it.
So I can't change my...
Same with Kelp Seeds.
Yeah, I can't remember it, so I can't.
Majestic, Part 1, Alien Encounter.
I'm gonna leave that as is. Don't put that in your ear, for fuck's sake.
King's Quest 5, Absent Makes the Heart Go Yonder.
I hate to say it. Drop to a 5.
I hate to say it, put it in 8.
Sam Max, Season 1, Episode 2. Situation Comedy. That's the one where you go to the TV studio.
Yeah, keep it as it is.
King's Quest 3, To Err is Human.
Drop that to a
The Journeyman Project, the original. We played the turbo version, but it's the same game.
You know what? Bump me up to a 7.
Wow, 2 whole points.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Compared to some of the other shit, yeah.
Best Online, Uru Live.
Ugh. 4.
It
Make it a
loses
4.
a point.
Make it a 4.
Oh,
Make it a 4, Matt! Matt is physically pained to do it.
because the only reason Jackie is even rating at this is she's so bad with the controls.
I'll tell you right
Put it at
now.
6.5
First of all,
for me.
I'll tell you right now. I think my dad saved me from taking a large hiatus from video games as a kid because I wasn't allowed to play online games as a kid. My dad was terrified that I'd get catfished and whatnot. He was like, "There's a lot of I wanted to play, fucking. I had
NeverQuest.
EverQuest. Yeah.
NeverQuest.
Right, NeverQuest is what you played.
Yeah, exactly. But I actually bought the game, and my dad would not let me put it on the computer. So I had the box and the game, and I was so pissed because I spent the fucking money that I earned myself I wasn't even allowed to play the damn thing. But I feel like if he had let me play it, I would have realized how much I fucking hate open world shit.
But the thing is, this one is not really open world.
No, I'm not gonna say it's certainly not like World of Warcraft, and it's certainly not like EverQuest.
This is just Myst in a 3D space. We didn't interact with anyone else.
No, and I get that. I did not enjoy all of that.
The lady didn't like it, Matt.
Like I said,
I'll leave it at a 5, so I don't give Matt a fucking stroke.
No, you can change. If you want to put a 4, I'll put the 4.
No, you can leave it at 5.
Put her in a damn 4. I think
Put her in a bra.
Like I said, Jackie didn't like the controls.
Phantasmagoria 2. Oh man.
It's real tough.
Drop that to a 4.2.
4.2. Sam Max, Season 1, Episode 3, The Mole, the Mob, and the Meatball. And I'd say, look at this footage, but it's lost to time.
That could stay where it is.
The 7th guest.
Bump that up to 4.5.
Bump it up!
Phantasmagoria, drop it to a 3.
It's amazing that this game has been in decline since we first rated it.
It's losing a half a point every couple months.
Tender loving care. Deuce.
Yeah, that one stays at a 2.
It's a deuce, alright.
You know what? No, keep it at 2. I was gonna say put it at 1.5, but fuck it, keep it at 2.
Why?
Because things could be much worse. I don't fucking know yet. Right now, that's the bottom of my barrel.
No, it's
no,
not.
This is
Golden Glory, the red tails are on.
No, I was wrong! That's the bottom of the fucking barrel, sir! That's in the grain!
That's in the grain. And Miss 4 Revelation. Which you haven't rated yet. Here we are.
I actually kind of enjoyed this. I could give it a 7.5. Not a 97. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah,
So, Matt, you're going with a 6 for Myst 4?
Oh, we're going to go through all mine first.
Oh.
Ten. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Alright. All these could be 10s easily.
Mm-hmm. What are they? If you had to recommend an adventure game to somebody
out of those
as their first adventure game to play.
No, that's not fair either. Because I think Gabriel Knight is amazing, and I wouldn't recommend it to be the first one that someone plays.
Okay, how about this? Who's someone who enjoys adventure games but is not...
I would recommend any of these easily.
Any 4 of them?
Yeah.
Over any of the other 10s?
No, but I mean, like I said, it's tough because I think that I all of this could change as I feel on a day, right?
That's fair. I think 9.5 is a good place for it then, because they could be 10s.
They could easily be 10s.
But those ones up that are 10s right now, could they easily be 9.5s?
I was gonna say because
I think that's what makes it a 9.5. If there's any question at all.
That's why I was a little hesitant to change The Last Express, but I decided to at the last minute, because as much as I didn't really enjoy having to, like, fucking the moving around and whatnot, I legitimately cannot say that I would, like, if you ask me, like, name a game that you had the most fun, that you really enjoyed, and then, you know, for me, I always think of The Last Express as one of the first games I tell people about as far as, like...
It's amazing, and it's unique.
Right.
Yes,
if you explain, like, hey, when we play adventure games, we play unique games that not only people play.
I totally...
Like The Last Express.
And I did. I
sold like absolute shit.
I talked to somebody about that recently.
Too.
Oh, yeah. And I talked to somebody about that recently, about how I was like, oh yeah, we played this game, Last Express, with the train and blah, blah, and the style was so unique, and it was really cool, and like the visual aspect was on par with the story.
There isn't another game that looks like that, and the closest I can say is Prince of Persia, which is made by the same guy. Yep.
Well, but
it's not an adventure game.
And like the visuals, like not only did the visuals add to the story because the story was kind of like really cool
very
and intriguing, and the puzzles were fun.
The historical placement.
I would bump that up, but legitimately anything besides like those ones that I made at 10 are the ones that I'm like, these are the ones where if you like held a gun to my head and said, you know, tell me if this game sucks, just shoot me in the head because that's a fucking perfect game.
So, The Last Express, even if it didn't have that artistic, you know,
it would be a fun game.
It would still be a blast.
It would still also have a unique style.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, in terms of the gameplay.
If you replace, it's just the gameplay. It's unique, but also if you instead of taking the animation and you made it just like FMV, it's still got a distinct style.
Absolutely.
The costumes, the
and that's funny because it's funny you say that because that's why I hated Gabriel Knight so badly. But I feel like if I were to do like if The Last Express, if they didn't have that whole like rotoscoping, even if it was just video, I'd still enjoy that.
I think. It's tough. Last Express aside, Gabriel Knight's 2 problem, at its core, are the actors rather than the style.
Sure, but for me, I also really didn't like the video. Personally.
But,
that's just me personally.
Sure, but if the acting was better,
I might have been more receptive.
You would have been more receptive. I guarantee that.
Isn't it a little bit
because, as much as we didn't really care for Phantasmagoria 2, the acting is way better than Gabriel Knight 2.
Way better.
It's even better in Phantasmagoria 1 than Gabriel Knight 2.
There's not much happening, but it is better.
Correct. Phantasmagoria has a myriad of other problems.
Yeah.
The acting, maybe the boyfriend, the husband, whatever, kind of shit. But
he's not fantastic, but Gnome Lady's good. Lenny's good.
Gnome Lady.
Lenny. I'm gonna leave this at 9.5. But again, I don't really have flaws for them. That's just what I feel right now, and I could easily make them 10.
All right.
Honestly, I'm not changing them because of what I put last time. More than anything else, I'm just gonna not touch the momentum.
So, 9s.
9s. Yeah. 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 Yeah, I'm gonna keep those as 9s. They're not 10s for me. I could actually say Judgment Right is actually trending down. I think I prefer 25th Anniversary more.
I do too.
Slightly.
But they're really close.
They're really close.
Very good.
That's why I'm saying I'd say it's slightly on the lower end of 9. Again, The Dig is a 9 for me. It's trending upwards as always, but it's still 9.
I really love that game.
Sam Max Season 1, yeah, these two are both 9s. Legacy times a 9. Pegasus is a 9. Legacy could probably... Legacy. I think Pegasus is a little bit better than Legacy, but not 0.5 better than Legacy. Yeah. That's what it comes down to. It's, again...
And you're not trying to do
I'm not fucking around with that level.
Yeah.
So these are... Because, like, at that point, it's, like... How can I describe what a 7.3 game is?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like a 7.5, but slightly worse.
But then what the hell's a 7.5? And you can't just compare everything relatively.
What's a 7.5?
No, exactly. It's fucking impossible.
How can you describe any of these other than 10? Maybe a 9.
That's not true.
A 1.
Strong Bad's cool game for attractive people. So, let's see. I have 25 games at 9 or higher. That's pretty good. And how many do I have lower than 9?
There's so many games.
Okay, yeah. Sam X, 8.5, 8. Sam Max Season 2, 8. Because I rewatched both. I've rewatched Sam Max Season 2
You've had the luxury of being able to review
you've gone
these.
Back in time.
You can too. They're all online, except for a couple.
I considered it. I got some.
There's very few that are no longer available.
Yeah, well.
Sam Max.
They need some editing.
Wheel of Fortune. A couple others.
Shut your hole.
It's available now.
Shut your hole.
Censored.
Shut your hole!
Season 3, Episode 1. I'm going to drop that as well. My drink! Dangerous 3, that's the 8.5. I think... Strong Battery of the Free, I'll drop to an 8. And as will I drop this to an 8. I think these two are better, and I think they're 0.5 better.
The Beast Within.
No, it's trending down rather than up. Journeyman Project is better, and I think this is about right. I feel that's about right. I'm okay with that. I don't have that many 8.5s now, but that's fine. Because some others might be trending down. Max Season 1, Episode 6, Bright Side of the Moon. That's fine. Season 1 as a whole, I'm actually going to go down. I'm going to say that's 7.5.
Wow.
Overall. I think Episodes 2 and 3 really drag that down. Homestar Ruiner.
Come on, Matt. You can drop that down.
Yeah.
Sorry, how do you want to say that?
Like, come on, Matt.
Water don't work that way.
I'm going to leave it for now, but it's
Water don't
close to
work
dropping
that way,
down.
Al.
Miss 3 Exile. That's fine. Max Season 3, Episode 2. With the reels, I think the only thing that keeps it together is the concept. I think the actual execution is weak. 7.5. Season 2, Episode 1. Ice Agent Santa. I'm going to agree with you guys. Oops. I want to lose the dong.
Don't lose my dong.
I already stole it once. Police Quest.
Jackie, Matt stole my dong.
That's not...
You can have it back, Jackie.
Lies.
Police Quest 2. I'm gonna leave it for now. This may be adjusted. Siberia.
I'll tell you what gave it a half a point.
Siberia.
That.
No. Tails. Yeah, that's about where it belongs. Max Season 1, Episode 1.
Yep.
I know. Listen, I already said to Alex, I'm probably going to spread these out a little bit more.
Yeah.
Well, that's what
Because
I was
now
trying to do,
I
too.
have more of a baseline from both 5 years of doing this with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's really 6 years at this point almost.
The thing that gets me is at some point, I'm gonna have to take all these games and rewatch things so that I can put things on a line graph. So it's like, even if these are kind of close to each other, like which one kind of works its way a little further up the line graph.
We can set that up for one of those things where you just do this or that. And we can just iterate all the way down until you have a full order.
I'm considering that because I feel like it'd be interesting to see where everything would actually fall on that.
Season 3, Episode 4.
I'm sure there's somewhere we can import a
about right.
CSV for that too.
Yeah.
It is better than Episode 1. Yeah, Season 3 as a whole. Season 2, Episode 3, Night of the Living Dead. That's going down. Season 3, Episode 3 is...
That was the...
That's the 7 Mac one. I think the humor is the only thing that keeps that at 7.5 for me. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, that was They Stole Max's Brain.
This one's going up.
Oh yeah, Escape goes to an 8.
Solely for the humor. It is, aside from Monkey Combat, I don't hate it as much as Jackie. Can you... Just point right at the mic.
Alex!
It's not pointing at the mic.
I'm kidding.
It's backwards.
I know.
It's sucking from the mic. I'm
Alex.
absorbing.
Oh, is that how that works? I think aside from the Monkey Combat, the only other floor I have is Ozzy, which I don't feel fits with the world completely. I think it's a little too much. That's why I'm going to give it an 8 as opposed to the 7.5. I think it's a little bit better than 7.5.
King's Quest 1.
We're going to come back to the King's Quest.
Oh boy, here we go.
Never Heard's going to go up.
They all
7.5.
go down 2 points.
Yeah.
I've just rewatched them, so
Hmm.
that's fine. That's fine. 6.5.
Hey, I'm not alone.
There's good ideas there, but I think the execution is weak.
I agree.
Leave that for now. I don't like the Freddy Fish ones as much as some of the others. I think like Putt Putt Saves the Zoo would be a 10 for me. I think some of the Spy Fox ones, the first 2 Spy Foxes would probably be a 10 for me.
Those Spy Fox games we should play. Those are actually really fun.
Yeah.
Jackie would like those.
Yes. Mist Online is a 7 for me still. I think that's fair. Sam Max Season 3, Episode 5 is the last one. That could easily be a 6 for me.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna
drop that.
I think I'm gonna
You
drop
gonna
that
drop
to a 7.
Alright. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. It's getting a bump up to 7.5. Broken Age. That's about right. Broken Sword 2. Yep. Max Season 2, Episode 2. It could be a 6, but that's fine for now. Majestic. Yeah, that's solid. I think if I... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to put... I'm going to defend it. I think it's exactly the same as Majestic in terms of quality.
It's a game
even though Majestic was made for a fucking... by one person, basically, at a fraction of the cost, I think they're equal games.
The 6, in my eyes, is a game that I played, and I didn't have strong feelings about either way, really.
I think it's not... I don't want to say strong feelings. I think 5 is I don't have strong feelings either way. I think 6 means I tended to like it more than that.
Yeah, I enjoyed it because it was a game, right?
Yeah.
5 is I didn't hate it, I didn't like it, right? It's just something I did.
Okay.
I think it's close to that. I'm about the same page as you. Maybe different word choices I would have used there, but about the same. Record Sword: The Sleeping Dragon. Yeah, that's fine. I think that's fine. Sam Max Season 1, Episode 2. Yep. Yep. And I'm going to say it's from the concept and acting alone.
It's the finger.
The finger is 3 points by itself. That's not true, but I'd like to say it. Yep. Yep. Yes. And I'm going to say that the 3.5...
Is you're locking it in?
I'm not
Final
changing it
answer?
here. I think 3.5 is where it belongs.
I agree. You want to drop it down, don't you? You want to make it a 2.5, maybe even a 2.
No, because it's better than King's Quest 5.
Oh, come on.
You want to drop King's Quest 5, I know that.
No, I'm not touching these 4. I did drop King's Quest 3, by the way. This was a 3. I dropped it after rewatching us play through it. You can see how fucking miserable I am. And I'm sorry, you can't see it. You can hear it in my voice.
The fact you can hear how upset.
That's how unhappy I was
okay.
playing King's Quest 3. Because, and the 2 is the concept alone.
And out of all of that, Tender Loving Care is still a 0.5.
Oh yeah, it's not, to me, Tender Loving Care is the worst thing we played.
Really?
I'm putting that below El Dorado. Because it was barely a fucking game.
Okay, that's fair.
He messaged me and told me he was dropping it as he was watching it. Exactly.
Correct, I did. I felt miserable watching it. I've been rewatching all of them, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
That was the hardest for me to get through was King's Quest 3.
That's because you're not rewatching Tender Loving Care.
No, because we had fun playing Tender Loving Care.
That's true. You'll enjoy watching us play it.
Correct.
You couldn't even enjoy watching us play King's Quest 3 because
correct.
That's fair. I get that.
Pure misery.
I found the puzzles in that to be some of the worst that we had.
Yeah,
and because they were not puzzles so much as we knew what we had to do and we were unable to do it because the game said fuck you.
And in that sense, I know you've really hated that, so I get that.
Like, because at that point it was past logic. We had already solved the puzzle.
Yeah.
And the game didn't want me to do it. And it's like, what the fuck can I do other than redoing the same thing over and over again? And to me, that is not fun.
Yeah, I get it.
Hence,
like I said, I totally get where you're coming from.
I do think that there is space. There's more space between King's Quest 3 and Golden Glory than you are allowing. You know what I mean?
But that's your personal opinion.
Yeah. Maybe as we play more shitty games.
This could none of these are locked in final answer.
Yeah, for sure.
These are all how I feel about them
except
right now.
Except for Phantasmagoria.
No, that could trend down too.
Phantasmagoria is locked in final answer.
Here's my
a 5-year moratorium.
Incorrect. My feeling is that this order right here of the bottom of the barrel games below a 5, that is my correct order for myself. Yeah. I think Setting is better than Phantasmagoria. Phantasmagoria is better than Loom. Loom's better than King's Quest 5. King's Quest 5 is better than 3. Better than Golden Glory. And Tender Loving Care is not a game.
I still think it's better than Golden Glory.
No, it's not.
I do too.
Because there's actual puzzles in Golden Glory. Tender Loving Care has no puzzles.
A game doesn't need puzzles to be a game.
It needs puzzles to be an adventure game.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
I had an adventure. I didn't puzzle shit in 10 to 11 care.
Hang on, wait. Hang on. I'm gonna look up the actual definition of adventure game.
You enjoying?
This is a black cherry one.
An adventure game genre in which the player assumes the role of a protagonist in an interactive story, driven by exploration and or puzzle solving.
Yeah.
Or
correct, but we didn't get exploration either.
we explored.
There's nothing to explore other than go to every room again and again and again and again.
We explored the human psyche, Matt.
Horse shit! No, we didn't. Do you have bowel problems?
We explored the human sexual psyche, Matt.
We explored her body.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
That's
Holy
fine.
Fuck. That's gross.
0.5.
Gross.
Sort me.
No, you're not done yet. I'm not done yet.
Oh yeah, you have to do your King's Quest.
Sort me like your French girls, Matt.
Sort the games by.
I think these are worse than these. These have to go down because I think they're worse than all the other 7 games I have.
Hmm.
This is going down because just out of fact, I think 1 and 2 were better than 4.
King's Quest 6. Do you think it's the same as King's Quest 4?
It's. Sorry, that's a joke.
That's what we call a joke.
I'll tell you right now.
I think these are right.
And
I think
today, Gone
right now,
Tomorrow is a fucking masterpiece.
these are right. They are better than King's Quest, except 4 is also better than 6.
Does that bring 4 up or 6 down?
6 is going down. No.
Oh, I see. I think
it stays a 6. I think you're right. I think this is going back up to 6.5. I think 4, 1, and 2 are all on the same page. I think 4 is slightly worse than King's Quest 1 and 2 for me.
Okay.
I think the simplicity of 1 and 2 are what makes those games.
It definitely gives
okay. They're not deep.
Yeah.
They don't need to be deep. They don't want to be deep.
Yeah.
They are what they are. I think King's Quest 4 has a little bit more pretension than that. And to me, that alone makes it slightly worse.
Right,
even if some of the puzzles might be better.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think that's the sole thing that I'm going on of why King's Quest 4 is slightly worse than that, because it has the pretension to be something better than what it was, I should say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That fair? That a fair statement?
Well, they also, I mean, they're coming off of King's Quest 3, which is total dog shit. Right? So.
It's the execution of 3. Because I don't mind the plot.
No, like I'm not bothered by the plot of any of these games.
5 is weak.
5 is weak, but I'm not bothered by it.
Yeah,
I'm more nonplussed.
Right, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
The story does nothing for me in 5. That's why 5 is as low as it does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if the story wasn't there in 3 at all, 3 would be lower than whatever I gave it to.
Yeah.
I think I'm happy with this list now. It doesn't mean I'm not going to change in the past. Right now, I'm happy with this list. I think this is a better list than I had previously.
We can revisit in a couple of years.
Again.
Yeah, no, we haven't revisited. Like, the last time we did this was about early 2021, so I think this is fair. We do it every few years. We'll revisit the full list.
Yeah, I agree.
But I would like to do that whole, like, this or that at some point.
I think,
just get on a nice
we can do that on stream, too.
So I've got far fewer 10s
Agreed.
than you guys.
Alright. Are any of these not 10 worthy?
No, those are all 10s.
Okay, that's what I thought. Now, you have 4 9.5s.
I agree with all those.
Okay.
It also helps that Alex has been changing his mind.
Yeah, I've been adjusting.
No, I understand.
Adjusting as we go.
These are your 9s.
I might say Sam & Max Season 1 is 8.5. Maybe even an 8. Let me see the rest of my scores for Sam & Max Season 1.
Here's the thing. Only 1 is above it. Right?
Yeah, and then you've got...
I'll sort them this way for you.
Episode 4. No, I got it.
Well, you're not going to see all of them, so...
8, 6, 5, 8.5, 9, 8.5. Yeah, I was honestly thinking 7.5 for Season 1's overall, or an 8 maybe, overall. I think we take it to an 8. Sam & Max Season 1 is an 8.
Yeah, I mean, I dropped mine from the 8 to 7.5. Alright, I'll sort back this way again. Any other 9s you want to change?
Let's see. Judgment Right, Curse.
I think Curse is the one here that I would say, of all the ones that you guys haven't ranked a 10, is most deserving of the 10.
Yeah, I was thinking of bumping
because
Curse
to me, Curse is flawless.
I was thinking of bumping Curse to 9.5.
I mean, you have Murray in there too.
Yeah, put Curse at 9.5.
See, I mean, immediately you're laughing, Jackie. I know. That to me, it was the most bewildering of the scores that you gave of everything that we had. That you guys both said, yeah, it's a 9, but you couldn't really articulate why 9, not the 10.
King's Quest 2, let's make it an 8. I think it's the same as King's Quest 1, which I think I also said an 8. This 3 I think is fine at 8.5. I think my Sam and Max games are fine. What was episode 2 of season 3 again?
The reels.
Yeah, that's fine. KOTOR, the original at an 8.5 is good. Strong Bad overall is good. Gabriel Knight Beast Within, I think he already dropped.
I mean, I'm down a 1.5 today on Gabriel Knight 2 alone. And most of it's from watching Katie play it.
I'd like it still to be.
That's fine. I mean, again, it's the F&B. Period.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we put Police Quest.
You see, what about the dick?
1 is good. Ripley's Believe It or Not.
You leaving the dig as it is?
Yeah. These are all fine. Yep. Nope, this is all good. What's the
Stop
Freddy
playing
Fish
with the
games?
foam.
Freddy Fish games at a 6.5 for me.
Also, can I have that fan back soon?
Yeah.
That was a blanket.
Rama, I like it a 7. You know what? Do I like Rama more than a 7?
Really? You're gonna go the opposite of Jackie and I both lowered our scores in comparison. You're gonna go up?
I might go 7.5 for
I
Rama.
can't believe it.
Wow.
I'm looking at Broken Age. I'm looking at I Have No Mouth.
I feel it's on par with
King's
Broken
Quest
Age.
6.
So I left it.
Right. I think it's on par with Broken Age, and I put
Yeah,
Broken Age
you
at
just rank it
7.5.
higher. Yeah.
So I
Wow.
think that I
Alright.
think Rama goes up. I really enjoyed Rama.
I enjoyed parts of Roma. That's
Yeah.
why it's a 6.5.
Okay. Let's see. Journeyman Project is fine there.
Original.
Yeah. Pyrandia 6.5 is good. Last Crusade. I was unfair to Last Crusade. I think I want to give it a 7.
I think you were definitely unfair to Last Crusade.
Yeah. Majestic is the definition of a 6.
Yeah, that's exactly. I think that's. We completely agreed, all of us. That. By the way, that day, like we're all just like 6, 6, 6,
666, great. Yeah.
It was amazing.
It was very clear from the get-go. Oh, this is a 6.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Like, I'm having fun.
We
I had
enjoyed
fun.
it, but it's not like special.
I'm not gonna
It's
go
not
to
great.
I'm not replaying Majestic.
We're gonna play the 2 sequels.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those are gonna
that's
be
fine.
4s.
That's
I don't know what one of. They're all in different styles, so we're gonna see.
Okay.
That's fine. I'm just.
Which,
away.
by the way, I didn't know there were sequels until last year.
Did you really?
Really?
Correct. And I
Great.
said to Alex, I'm just like, holy shit, there's 2 sequels to Majestic.
That's great. Okay, yeah.
Well, by the way, but one other thing about Majestic. The guy who designed it basically did it by himself. Do you know what he does now? He works for Bethesda. He was the lead artist on Starfield.
Was he really?
That's crazy.
Oh my God.
That's wild. That's why Starfield looks the way it does.
It's fucking bizarre. But yeah, anyway, yeah, that's where the Majestic guy ended up.
Yeah, you can definitely see that Majestic aesthetic in the Starfield buildings. You know what I mean? Go watch some gameplay from Starfield.
You know, I've played it a little.
Yeah. Yep. It looks like the inside of the ship's in Majestic. Okay, Mist Online.
I think Mist Online's way better than
I think
Revelation.
it's a 6.5. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's way better.
I think it's a whole point better. That's why I gave it a whole point.
Yeah, I see. We're good. Keep going.
But what you're saying is these are your average games.
Yes.
Okay.
Sleeping Dragon might be a 5.5.
Yeah, that's why I said it's slightly above average.
It's a little bit better.
Yeah. Slightly above. Ever so slightly.
King's Quest 5, let's put that at a 4. Loom's also a
Keep in mind, King's Quest 5 has the P's. And even Seraph was like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, Loom is above. I might go 3-5 on King's Quest 5 to be. And then I might make Loom a 4. That's fine, because 7th Guest is slightly better than Loom. 4-5 on 7th Guest.
I mean, I've said my piece on Loom many times.
Yes, you have mentioned Loom.
The entire concept is basically done.
Do you want to
at
talk
the
about
first
Loom?
island? We're gonna fucking do it. The entire concept is done at the first island when you realize you can play some things backwards, and there's no puzzles the rest of the game. 3 is generous. Moving on. 7th Guest.
7th Guest is a 4.5. That's fine. Yes.
Alex and I are staying the way that we are. Got it. King's Quest 3.
Yeah, it's a 3.
Here we go.
That's 6.
No, horseshit. Not even. We're not falling for this shit.
That's bullshit. You know it.
I think I'm set. Now, something I would like you to do, Hoops.
Yeah.
In the 82nd row, I'd like you to get an average for all of our scores. Who's the most generous?
I'll do another stat. Another page, because I don't want to... It's going to fuck with
You can
this.
just do it one time right now.
I feel like it might be me, only because I feel bad giving, like, really shitty scores.
Yeah, there you go.
B2 to B81.
It's automatically doing it, yeah. So my average game score... So Jackie's the most generous on average. The 7.67.
But not by much.
I'm at, a 7.56, and Hoops is at a 7.45.
Well, that's good to know.
What's funny, yeah, our averages are all about the same.
Most of the games we played are around like a 7.5, which is, hey, we're having fun.
Yeah.
We're doing a good time.
We honestly haven't chosen a lot of the shit games.
We have not been playing any. Don't worry.
We have shit games.
The back half of 2024?
No. No.
It's still going to be good
Don't
games.
you dare.
2025? 2025.
It's up in the air.
It's garbage time.
I mean, we have to play some.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay? A, not because not everything can be good, and B, because we want to see what the other side is.
Well, no, of course I do. I'm just like...
But they can't all be
what's
bad.
What's our 2025 tagline?
Yeah.
2025, man alive. Like, what's...
What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you talking about?
2025.
What are you talking about?
This time, more dicks.
How can it be more dicks? We've done plenty.
I know, that's what I mean. That's why it's like, wow, how are they going to do more?
More dicks? 2025, more dicks?
I'm concerned.
Alright, so Last Express is now added to the,
Yes, the Pantheon.
The
Pantheon.
I was going to say the pinnacle, but the Pantheon's a better word.
Pantheon.
Yeah, the Pantheon of games.
Well, there are top 5. Day of the Tentacle, Gabriel Knight, Monkey Island 2, Last Express, Secret Monkey Island.
Well, it's not a Pantheon until there's 12, so...
We're working on it, Jackie. We're
build
goddamn
more.
working on it. If Alex would just give Grim Fandango a 10, that'd be 6.
Yeah.
Well, what's our top 12 average?
No, I'm not gonna do it, but it's in the 9s. Like, it's a real good top 12. I mean, like these 4 are all equivalent.
Yeah, we could just call it like our top
13 right now.
Top 13
is it's a really solid list.
13th hour.
It's the 11th hour is the name of the sequel.
Oh, this is the 13th.
Okay. Anyway,
great.
That's it for this segment of tonight.
We did it.
Wait, what are we playing now?
Clue.
Yes!
Cluedo.
No, I'm not calling it that.
Jackie, take this from me. Can't stop myself.
I noticed.